It's time for our community spotlight, and today with me is Sarah Glenn with One Plus God Ministries. Hello, friend.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Now, we haven't talked in a long time, and I know
I know.
everything is changing in the world. And
Yeah,
so let's talk about missions trips, because your organization does help churches and individuals be able to fulfill that by going here, there, and everywhere for missions. So let's
yeah,
talk about what's changing for 2021.
yeah. So of course, things have been pretty difficult. We have dealt with situations where the borders are closed, so we can't get in there. But what we are focusing on right now is working with churches and helping them build their missions organizations within their churches. So we're working with missions committees, we're working with pastors, and so far we've been working with about 3 or 4 different churches just locally, helping them to build up the missions foundation, so that way when the time comes, we can go on out. And we actually have a church that we've been working with. They had a ministry in Africa that they just weren't sure about. They had had it for like 12 years. They weren't sure how things were going. They weren't sure like what things were, what was really happening in Africa. So actually, Vainon, our director, he kind of went out on a major limb here. He stepped all the way out of that boat and flew to Tanzania to find out what's up.
Well, that
Now,
wasn't easy.
that was not easy. We would not like to do that again right now. It's a miracle we got him home. But that's the kind of stuff we are doing right now, is we're helping churches with their missions committees. And then also we're offering some pretty awesome retreats right now, and just focusing on families, on individuals, and just trying to see what all we can do right here at home to help support our missionaries abroad, and also help the families that are, that have already traveled and experienced missions, and just supporting them. Yeah.
And all the stuff that you do does go back to support the missionaries that you
Yeah.
support as well. So
Yep.
they're still there, even though you can't get to them, they're still there and they still have needs. So how can we help our missionaries right now?
Sure. There's a couple different ways. So, of course, if you just are one of those people who just love to give to missions, and you feel like you can't go right now, let me just put some finances out there for them. You can go on our website, and there's a whole, like, plea after plea after plea for help with our missionaries. So that's the first and foremost, that's the best way to go, is just through our website, www.oneplusgod.org. The other amazing way is just by contacting myself or even you guys and seeing where you can get plugged in. We need prayer support. We have missionaries in South Africa. We have missionaries in Thailand, Indonesia, Jamaica, Haiti, that just need good prayer support. But also, right now we can't get donations over there. That's the other major thing. They're used to us when we bring teams, donations. So things have really stopped. So the money does go pretty far right now. So if you are in a place where you want to be able to sow into a ministry, we can definitely plug you in somewhere. Yeah.
I know that Vainon, who runs the organization, he says, let's do missions here, there, and everywhere. So we do it here at home, we do it there in another state or another city, and then we do it across the seas. So
Yeah.
obviously there's, we have to come back home.
Right.
So one of the ways that you mentioned earlier that I really want to dig into a little bit more is talking about these retreats. So tell me about why retreats, why you do retreats, and what's coming up.
Yeah, so we have coming up a women's retreat, which is just for all women, to just empower them, encourage them. We go away for a whole weekend. We kind of unplug, and we are in fellowship, we worship. There's always a theme for every women's retreat. You have to wait to come to see what the theme is. And it's just a way to be able to just help encourage one another. Sometimes you need to get away from everything, but we can't get away from everything, go to Africa right now. So, it's a good way just to connect with your sisters in Christ. We also have a singles retreat, which is for single women. And that's a really awesome way right now for women that are going through, who have been widowed, who have been single for a really long time, or single for a month, that they can come together and just support one another, hear the message that that God has put on your heart. And so, we're really excited about that retreat. Retreats are funny. I went to retreats when I was a kid. and thought they were amazing. And I kind of like thought that those didn't exist anymore. And then when I started working for One Plus God in 2014, my boss was all about retreats. And it's so much fun to just go and really just be in fellowship with each other for an entire weekend and just immerse yourself in the spirit. It's amazing. Yeah.
Look forward to that. So can we get some dates on those?
Sure. Our women's retreat is April the 16th through the 18th. It will be led by our South African missionary, Annalie. She's an incredible woman of God who's just really, the Lord has used her in miraculous ways. And that's what she does, is she shares her testimony and inspires other women. We also have a singles retreat May 14th. And that is going to be led by you and myself. And I'll be, like I said earlier, I'll be in charge of food and making sure everybody's happy.
All the work gets put on me, and you get to take care of the food.
Yeah. And so I will be a part of that as well. We're super excited. But what we also have an incredible event coming up in May. May 1st is our missions fair. This is our first ever missions fair. And of course, we choose to do it during COVID, but it is what it is. So it's at Der Dutchman in Plain City. We're renting out the entire banquet hall, and there will be booths set up, 13 different countries, colleges, ministries, just every booth is different. And it's all different ways to plug in our local area and get involved in missions. And hopefully it'll be super inspiring to people to be able to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a really great event. I know that we're looking forward to being part of that as well. And so, go ahead.
It's soon fun. So yeah, our missions fair is from 3 to 5 on May 1st at Der Dutchman. And then at 5 o'clock, we'll have a banquet afterwards with the famous Der Dutchman buffet. And we'll have a guest speaker who's phenomenal. It's the same woman that's going to be doing the women's retreat, Annalie from South Africa, sharing her story. And then just other incredible testimonies about missions. It'll be a really fun event. So 3 to 5, we are really encouraging churches, youth groups, colleges to come. Of course, we're going to be following all the COVID protocols. So I'm really excited about this event. And, we have to be really careful. We can only have so many people in the room at once. So we will be spaced out, but we'll do what we have to do.
All right. I want to also update people, because some people have asked me what happened to our Africa trip, and we decided to delay it 1 year. So now we're looking at February 2022. And so could we possibly get some more people on this trip?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the thing I love about this is, like, the heartbreak of losing the trip was hard, for sure. We all went through that. But I also am excited who God brings on board. Yeah. Like, who out there is he gonna call to this incredible mission? I know a couple right now who are pumped because they couldn't go this year, and now next year is perfect for them. So they're coming. Awesome. So and there are 2 people who have invested in this ministry in South Africa for years, but never have seen it for themselves. So
wow, they're going to love it.
So we can for sure add people to the team. And we don't have it on the website right now, but it will be on there, in the next couple months. But next year, this time next year, we'll be in South Africa. We'd love for anyone to join the team.
That's cool. All right. And so let's talk about your amazing website. Hey, people can go there to give to missions, also to find out about missions, find out about the retreats and the events that you've got coming. And if they're in a church that would like to explore how to do missions better, that's the place to get a hold of these guys.
Absolutely. Send us an email. You can call me anytime, text me. My number is 740-223-5618, Sarah Glenn. And I will be happy to talk to you all things missions.
Absolutely. That's cool. All right. That's our community spotlight, One Plus God Ministries. It's oneplusgod.org.
That's right. Thank you.
Yep.